lovely people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you stay. I haven't been very regular with updates or videos this past few years, and you know what, I'm not gonna apologize because that's just life, and life has been really tough on me. But I was thinking of updating you on the planner situation. So last time I made a video, I explained that I changed into a bullet journal, and it was a little, I think I did explain that, hopefully, but it was this little A6 pocket or A6 slim sized notebook. And before that, I did start the year in the Open in 2 weeks, which I've been using for years and has been my brain for years. And I do absolutely love this planner, but right now I don't feel like I need all of this space, and that's why I kind of downsized. And the downsizing has evolved once again. So I was supposed to keep up with this in a way. I was supposed to fill out some of the trackers I have here, and I do have like my 100 tracker, for instance, which I might fill out at the end of the year or something. But I have once again had to realize that I do not cope with two different books, at least not in two different bound books. So I haven't opened this in forever, and I have primarily been in this planner. Now, I have enjoyed this, and I have been running out of space. I was on page 131, and this only has like 170 something pages because I have some notes in the back. So I wouldn't have been able to fit the whole of July in here, and I hate changing in the middle of the month, and I just felt like I needed to come up with something or change into a new bullet journal. And then I was thinking that I don't really want to fully bullet journal because I do not want to draw these out again. I want to save time just a tiny bit. And as much as I love the Stalogy, because I do love the Stalogy and the Stalogy paper, I was feeling like maybe I want something with more monthlies and just, I don't know, more of a planner, but then not entirely one. And yeah, I was going through the internet and trying to figure out my options. I also realized that I don't really, I do like this little notebook. Let's take it out of its cover. I do love this, and I have loved this size previously as well. And I even cut down, let's see if I can get it out of here because it's stuck. There we go. So I have been in Stalogy of this size previously, and absolutely loved it back in 2023. But I don't know, I felt like I miss having a very, very fluffy planner. You know, these are all kind of slim, and I don't feel like I have the energy to change into a new notebook every 3 months, because that's the maximum of time that I can fit in one of these notebooks is 3 months. And I do, like, I love the colors of the Leuchtturms and the paper of the Stalogy, but I needed something different. And so after much consideration and internet perusing, I ended up with this, which is what I'm presenting to you today. And hopefully this will be my planner for the rest of the year. And I'm just gonna take it out of its cover. But first I'm gonna present to you this cover, which some of you have seen before. This is a Chick Sparrow Austin leather. I I think this is the Mr. Darcy color. I know they changed the letter name some time ago, but I never remember what the new... This used to be the Mr. Darcy leather, I think, but now it's called Austin. I've had it for years. It has beautiful patina. It's gorgeous. And it's a traveler's notebook. So I just stuck this in here. But let's take it out for a minute. This is a pocket-sized notebook. I'm sorry about the glare. And just for reference, this is what I had previously, the A6 Slim. The biggest difference between the A6 Slim and the pocket size is the height, as you can see. There is not much other difference. I'm sorry, I know that I have the plastic cover on, but if you look at the actual book, that's like the height difference here. The width is the same, just so you know. This is the Sterling Ink Daily Planner in the pocket size, and it is also the undated one. And the undatedness is what actually works for me because it makes this way more flexible. The idea of having 1 day per page is great, but sometimes I cannot fit in like on 1 page. And sometimes, because I do like bullet journaling and I've always liked it, let's just see if I can find an example here somewhere. I do like to write down like lists and notes, or here I graduated, so I wanted to write about that. So I have a whole page dedicated to me graduating. Sometimes I have lists that I want to have in the middle of the planner and stuff. And this does not work if you have a dated version, because in the dated version you have 1 page per day, and then at the end you have like 36, 37 or something note pages, and that just doesn't work for me. But in the undated version, who cares? There are no dates. You can do whatever you want. You do have in the front here a few empty spreads. Then you have the, let's see, the yearly overview, which I'm waiting for stickers so that I can actually set this up. But I'm gonna track health, or like workouts mostly, like I did here in the weeks. And then you have the very Hobonichi like overview of the year with 6 months on 1 spread. And I think I might make this a tracker, maybe. Again, waiting on stickers to set this up, because I am not writing. Hopefully I won't have to write the days manually on each column. And then you have monthlies. And I have set up my monthlies. And you have a lot of them, which is great. And this is kind of what I wanted, really. This is the biggest difference between bullet journaling and having a planner, is that these were here. And all I had to do was, I did put stickers on top, because you don't have, like, these are empty in the undated version. So you can, which is nice because you can decide if you want a Sunday or Monday start monthly. And then I wrote down the numbers, but otherwise this was great. And you have to draw out the whole thing. And you have months upon months upon months. And I still have a few months that I haven't filled out. I think you have like 18 months worth of monthlies here. And then I basically just, I have some collections, and then I really went into bullet journal mode. So I have my July cover page and just health related notes here. A little health related monthly. This I did draw line per day. And then it's just planning. It's dailies and lists, and it works out great for me. And what I noticed I absolutely adore about this thing is that it's so thick. It's so thick, it's an actual book, and it reminds me of my first bullet journal, which was a Stalogy back in 2020, I believe. And this was my first bullet journal, and I loved it. I loved it so much, but look at the thickness of this. And I stayed in this bullet journal for a solid 6 months. And I have dailies, I have lists, I have notes, more lists. Yeah, just everything you could possibly want and need was in here. This was my holy grail. I decorated weeklies. I had so much fun in this, and I really miss the feeling of having space so that I don't have to think about the pages ending. I don't have to think about just being careful of not running out of space. This was so much fun. I love this thing so much. And this is what I want to recreate in here. I want to not have to worry about space. And I have realized that already having a thick book has changed my planning. And I show you. I saw a video. It was just the monologue from the Rocky Balboa movie from 2006. And there's this monologue he does, and it just really hit me in the feels. It was what I needed, and I actually decided to write it here. I decided to write down the passage that, the part that really hit me. I never would have done this in this book or this book, mostly because, honestly, I would have been so scared of just using the space and then running out of space at the end. You know, in here, I think there's like 500 or something pages. Let's see, 479 pages. And I think this is gonna last me about 6 months. This did last me a half a year, and I think in Stalogy you have like almost 400 pages. And I did use the space, like I wasn't being careful. I had monthly overviews. I used a lot of space in this book. Obviously, the pages are much bigger in a basics. So here, stuff just takes up more space, but it's fine because I have almost 500 pages to use. And so I've been really happy with this. Like I have a whole summer list. It's a whole page. It's fine. Yeah. I print out a lot of pictures if I want to. Sometimes no pictures at all. Minimal decoration. Again, there's a list here. Just everything and anything I need is fine. I absolutely can dedicate one page per day. Even if I don't fill out the whole page, it's fine. I have so much space here in the back. Yeah, this has been great. I've been in this for a few weeks now, maybe 2 or a week and a half or something. And I absolutely love it. Every page is numbered already, so I don't have to do that by myself. I'm on page 75. I have everything I need. And I would like to add, there's no problem with me fitting in here because because the boxes are really tiny. I'll do a comparison. Let's see. One of my favorite bullet journals ever is this orange one. Okay, here is a spread from my Leuchte. We're gonna compare the size of the boxes a bit. See? I have nothing against the size of the boxes in the Leuchte. Like, honestly, I don't. And the pages are cream colored, and I really love these books. But here, it's way tinier. And compared to the Stalogy, let's see, do I have like a good spread to show you? Compared to the Stalogy, it's the same thing. I hope you can see that, but like, it's way tinier in the Sterling ink. And first I was a bit worried about that. And then I realized I can fit way more stuff on one page. I have a pretty tiny handwriting. If I want to, I can make it really small. And so I have no problem fitting in here. I have no problem having my like schedule, my to-dos, just notes about my horse, because every day I kind of write down how she's doing. So I have notes about my horse. I can still fit pictures. I can fit just, you know, some notes. I can fit, this is a review of a book, and just a tiny review there because I have the space. Some journaling, notes, to-dos, schedule. I have no issues fitting in here. I can write way more than I could in the Stalogy if I have pictures. Here is a note about my horse. Let's see. Here is a note about my horse. It takes up way more space in the Stalogy than it does here. I still had the space here for 3 pictures and some, you know, journaling. Here, well, I have 2 pictures and a tiny bit of journaling on the side. But it is way easier for me to fit everything in this book. Even if, as you can see, the page is just a tiny bit more condensed. Because it's a pocket size. It's not an A6 Slim, so it's not as tall. Anyway, all of this to say, I absolutely love my new planner. I can definitely see myself staying in this for the rest of the year. I don't think I'll be jumping anywhere else. I love the tabs I have going on here. I'm still setting it up a bit, so I will definitely film you a setup video when this is ready and I can show you how I use it. I absolutely love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. It is so much fun. It fits in a lot of covers that I already have. I have ordered a few more. And I've really been enjoying this cover right now, which is one of my most loved and used ones. I absolutely adore it. It can barely fit in this right now, so I know that because it's so thick. When it fluffs up, I'll have to think about cover options a bit more. But for now, it definitely fits in this, so I'm enjoying it. And yeah, I will keep you posted. And I will film you a flip of the Hobonichi Weeks and this little guy whenever I get the chance. But for now, I just wanted to update you. This is what I'm using, and this is what I'm enjoying right now. This is what works for me. Just let me know if you're still in the same system that you started with at the beginning of the year, and if you're not, why not? And yeah, I'll get back to you with new things next time. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you have an awesome week. Bye.